Today we have traveled up the avenue being Roosevelt Road, to Lombard. And here we are at Overtime Bacon Bar. Yes, you heard that correctly. It's a bacon bar. Bacon and bar, two words that are great just as they are, but when you put them together, they become a thing of beauty. So we're going to explore what this bacon bar is all about. For sure, it has a great sports venue type of feel, excellent place to watch a game, but with this bacon element added, it just gives it an extra special little oomph. So we're going to explore all that they have to offer here at the Overtime Bacon Bar. This is Renee, the head chef.
Hello, nice to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you, and we're so excited to see you in action. And you know it's a good sign when the products look delicious, even raw.
Yes.
Amazing skirt steak, amazing bacon. So please tell us what we're about to see.
We're gonna have bacon steak roulades today. So we're gonna do skirt steak. We're gonna cut it about an inch thick.
I'll just take one of those, thanks.
You'll just have that.
To gnaw on.
And then we're going to do a little salt and pepper. And then you're just going to grab your bacon. And you're just going to roll it, kind of stretch the bacon so that it reaches across.
So I'm loving this whole bacon menu.
Brian and myself, Brian is my sous chef, we created the whole menu. So it's pretty exciting. And it's nice to get the feedback from the people. And they seem to really enjoy it.
Fresh out of the oven. Ow!
Now we're just going to add some mozzarella and some blue cheese crumbles. And we're going to pop it back in the oven just for about 2 minutes. Just so it melts.
Fantastic.
There we have it.
Oh my God.
So now we're going to do a little of the horseradish cream on top. And a little parsley. And there you have it.
Voila. Chef Renee, that is beautiful.
Thank you very much.
And how long have you been cooking, Renee?
2 years.
Very nice.
This is my first cooking job.
How exciting. I can tell you're a natural and that you love it.
Thank you. Thanks very much. I do love it. It's fantastic. It's really nice, and I like all the people here, so they like to bring me a lot of food to try for them. So yeah, it's really cool. It's a nice, it's a small town, and it's, you get to know everybody here, and they're all real nice people. So yeah. We actually just moved out here, so
Really nice.
yeah, so I like it. I think I'll stay a while.
Please do.
Nice to meet you.
Pleasure. This is my brother Mike.
Hi, nice to meet you.
You're the sous chef?
I am.
Fantastic.
The cheese, it's heavy cream, American cheese, cheddar cheese, and pepper jack. And then we have chili that we make in-house from scratch. The pan in the back is for your fish. I'm going to get real smoking hot, so that way when I put it'll get that nice brown, golden color to it.
Fantastic. What kind of fish is that?
Tilapia.
Looks beautiful.
All right, so I'm going to put this in the pan right now. And while it's going, I'm going to put your macaroni and the cheese, if you'll excuse me.
Fantastic. Sure thing. God, that is beautiful. Beautiful.
And those fish tacos are going to come with, this is a corn, black beans, cilantro, and lime juice relish. It's going to come with diced cucumbers, avocado, and bacon. And we're going to finish off with some spicy ranch, which is ranch and cayenne pepper.
There's so much going on here. It's amazing. Lots of nice textures, flavors. It's incredible.
And for like a bar and for such a small kitchen, like I said, everything is pretty much made from scratch. I actually have pork in the oven right now. The pork, the sauces, the chili, everything's made here.
Can you tell us a little bit more about the chili, please? We do understand it is like a home recipe here.
Oh yeah, it's got good flavor. It's really never had any place else. People come back for it and they ask for it. And
it's always good to see real knife techniques. That's cool. That's like the butcher cleaver thing. My God. That's beautiful.
Put a little bit of cheddar cheese on top of that. I'm going to put that in the oven and let that cheese melt.
Okay.
While the cheese is melting on the chili mac, I'm going to put together your fish tacos for you.
All right.
Each get one piece of fish.
What a nice little tilapia piece, too. It's perfect.
Actually, the pieces are real nice. We get 3 pieces out of 1 fillet, so actually a perfect size.
Yeah, for sure.
And with that relish I was telling you about. I love the bacon menu. Renee and I put the whole thing together, actually. So.
We are loving the bacon menu. What an excellent draw. Very creative.
And then we have some diced cucumber on top of that. Avocado. Of course, the bacon. And then spicy ranch. And that's done just like that. Ready to be served. Bacon. And the jalapenos. And that's ready to go just like that.
Our sous chef, Brian, superb. Thank you very much, chef. So here, the very front of the overtime menu greets you with their daily specials. And that's always a great thing that a place can offer. They have specials every day on both food and drinks. Also, you will notice that there is a Friday night's regular action of karaoke DJ. You've got a ladies' night going on with a special martini menu. Also on Saturday, they've got the top 40 DJ thing as well. And also here in the lower right corner, UFC action. So for you people who are into that exciting fighting stuff, plenty of that here to go along with the bacon that they offer. And you'll also notice that they have party arrangements they can make for you as well. So really nice greeting here at the overtime menu. And here presenting the beer selection at overtime, you see that it is excellent. There is quite a selection of beer, starting with their craft selection. They've got some really fine stuff here. This is the real deal, the microbrewery products, and quite the range too. Everything from your fruit type things like ciders to your stouts and IPAs. So for you beer connoisseurs out there, they certainly have you covered. But for those of you who might be a little bit more on the mainstream side, which is of course perfectly fine, we also have stuff by the bottle and on tap that are your domestic and import varieties that are a little bit more mainstream, but a great selection of those as well. And you can see they've got great specials. Tonight happens to be Thursday, as a matter of fact, and we're here on $3 for any draft nights as well as $3 wine nights. So we are quite happy at the moment. Coupled with what's mentioned here as being their new bacon menu, we are in for a rare treat. The appetizers, beautiful selection here. One thing to note would be the croquettes. These are jumbo tater tots. That sounds fun enough right there. But then they have this along with Fiesta sour cream, spicy ranch, and you have the option to add beautiful bacon. In addition to that, every other lovely appetizer you could possibly want. Here in the burger section, you've got a couple of lovelies. We have the Lombardian. How fun is that? A local favorite. They've got deep fried cheddar curds on this bad boy. Amazing. And then the breakfast burger, you gotta love any burger that's got bacon and a nice fried egg on it. That totally hits the spot anytime. So great selection there. Underneath, we've got sandwiches, wraps, dinners. So we've really got every type of variety of goodie here. Rounding this out here would be the dessert corner. And check out the root beer floats. Yes, this is an adult root beer float. 10.9% there on that root beer. How delicious does that sound? And then, of course, they also have soups, chilies, chili homemade, and one of their key items. So beautiful standard side of the overtime menu. And now we present the bacon menu at the Overtime Bacon Bar. Look at this entire page of bacon-infused amazement. So let's start with the section labeled Starter Piggy. This would be their appetizers. So we have the bacon-wrapped jalapenos. Several people have mentioned to us that they love these. You have a nacho salad and nachos, mozzarella sticks, potato skins, all things that you think of as appetizers, but with an extra bacon touch. And now that brings us to the bacon and steak roulade. We actually enjoyed this treat. Let's talk about this. Roulade is that French culinary term for things that are rolled, like a nice meat pinwheel, for example. Many cuisines have roulades, German among them as well, and they're delightful. So you have meat wrapped in other ingredients for a pinwheel effect of fun. Here is something that they have invented themselves, the bacon and steak roulade. So they take skirt steak strips, wrap them, roll them in bacon, and then top it off with a couple of types of cheeses, horseradish sauce. Amazing. You can see how delectable this is. And the lettuce strips underneath really become a beautiful addition, because now you have this greenery touch with this extra crunchy texture, and the lettuce interplays so well with the cheese and the meat. We've never seen anything like this. And again, is this typical sports bar fare? Clearly not. You'd expect to see this at a fine restaurant. That's the level of food they have here. So that was the bacon and steak roulade. Amazing. Next would be the Overtime Piggy section. These are their main dishes that feature bacon. So we have mostly sandwiches here. Bacon breakfast burger, meatloaf sandwich, bacon club sandwich, and BLT. Perfect to showcase that treat of treats, bacon. We also have bacon chili mac and bacon and fish tacos, and we indulged in both of those treats. We want to share this with you. When you attempt to combine mac and cheese and chili, just those two things alone, it's really a challenge because they're both rich, heavy things, or they can be. If you combine them together, it could really be sort of a monumental cavalcade mess. Here they do it to absolute balanced perfection. The mac and cheese is so delicious, but light enough where it's not completely gagging you or clogging your arteries on the spot. Same with the chili. Excellent homemade goodness, full of flavor and spices, but again, it's not weighing you down. So you can combine these things to a beautiful combination. They marry together unbelievably well. Texture, spices, beautiful. And then what do? You add crispy bacon on top, as well as these jalapenos. Look how green. They were crunchy, fresh off the vine or stalk, wherever they come from, what they grow on. These were plucked fresh from there. The jalapenos were an amazing addition. So the bacon chili mac was unreal. And then the bacon and fish tacos, crazy good. Fish tacos are becoming very, very in vogue. You see them in a lot of restaurants and bars. The fish is usually deep fried. So I truly enjoyed a very nice pan sauteed, perfect piece of tilapia. Perfect size, perfect cooking. And then, yes, the adornments on this in their little corn tortillas. You had an amazing black bean corn relish thing, that with a cucumber and the fresh scooped avocado. Simply amazing. When you bite into the whole thing, it was a taste sensation. Again, I even hate to call them fish tacos because then, of course, they have the bacon on top too. So you're just like out of the stratosphere with these things. To call them just a fish taco is a crime. It was a treat unto itself. We keep saying that we've never had anything like this stuff, but friends, it's only because it's true. This is one-of-a-kind food at this place. They go the full mile here, folks, which has to include dessert. Our Sweet Piggy section. They have a bacon-stuffed Twinkie that's deep fried. I just love it. Brownie, s'mores. They even have bacon chocolate gelato, bacon ice cream. What sounds more amazing than that? And of course, bacon root beer floats, the grown-up root beer float version. And then here we've got the Drunken Piggy, so a whole array of bacon-themed drinks. You've got some that are cocktails, some that are shots. One of the most intriguing shots here would be the Morning Piggy shot. Very cool. You've got maple Crown Royal orange juice and bacon. It's like all the breakfast tastes in a handy little shot. They have a pizza shot that's got bacon. I mean, the creativity here knows no bounds. Every type of drink here, but with a bacon infusion. Extremely creative, and these places are very rare. What a wonderful and novel concept these folks have embraced.
All right, so for the Old Pig, it's our version of the Old Fashioned. So it's going to be 1.5 ounces of Knob Creek. We also have the maple, but we usually just use the 100 proof, the small batch. And then our twist on it is maple syrup. And then you just put in a couple dashes of bitters, the twist of orange. Just twist that a little bit. Then we throw a couple cherries on there. And then the piece de resistance is the candied bacon, which is already prepared, nice and cold. And there you have it. The Old Piggy.
Please meet our new friend. This is called the Old Piggy. Of course, any bar that's going to call themselves a bacon bar must have bacon-themed drinks, and naturally, Overtime does that to perfection. So this is their take on an old-fashioned with bacon. My bro and I love old fashions. It's a sweetened whiskey treat of sorts. You could use regular whiskey, bourbon, or even brandy. And you've got a citrus note with the orange, as well as very nice bitters. There's all sorts of different ways to spin it, but it's a very traditional cocktail. And here they've spun it with candied bacon. It's incredible. Sip and a bite. Sip and a bite. It's a whole new experience. Only at Overtime. Here with Cassandra, key person, the barkeep. Cassandra, you've been amazing tonight. Thank you so much for everything.
Not a problem, my pleasure.
We're loving this Old Piggy. You spin on the old fashioned with bacon, amazing. And I love how it's one of several bacon-themed drinks you have here. So please tell us about this. I know the bacon menu is relatively new.
Yeah.
So how did this come about as far as infusing it into the drinks as well? What was the thought process behind that?
Well, actually, one of our other bartenders, she's also a manager here. Her name is Ashley. She actually created the bacon drink menu. So a lot of it is her ideas, about 90% of them. So they've been really popular. I've been working here since about late July. The bacon menu started about a week prior to that, and ever since now, since we're getting a lot more exposure, a lot more people have been coming in, it's a lot more known. As you saw the signs, it says bacon bar, so 9 times out of 10, people will ask what it is. And naturally, they think it's a bar full of bacon, but no, it's actually just the one side of the menu. It's all bacon. So we have bacon appetizers, entrees, even desserts, drinks, martinis, shots, all that good stuff. And everybody loves bacon, so.
Is it not true? It really is just a small sliver of society that does not care for bacon. But you people are there, and I must acknowledge you with respect. There are some people I've talked to, and they despise it.
Right.
So you're a slim minority, but you deserve to be recognized, and you certainly are entitled to your opinion. The rest of us just worship this stuff. Yeah, it's amazing. So I love what you've hit on here. And the mixology with the bacon, absolutely superb. You were mentioning some of the other bacon drinks you have in addition to the old-fashioned here.
Yes, we have one. It's called the Pickled Piggy. It's actually one of the more popular ones. It is a bacon vodka, which we actually make ourselves. So put a little bit of that in there, and then it's mixed with pickle juice. And then the garnish is regular bacon, not the candy like we showed in the Old Piggy. And it's also got bacon salt that we also make in-house. Our lovely chefs create that for us, and that's another thing that's on standby. So we just rim the glass with it, and it's just pickle juice and bacon vodka. It's actually really good. It sounds weird, but it's actually really good.
But sometimes it's those weird combinations that suddenly are like a home run, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Everybody's got their thing, so. And there's plenty of drinks on the menu, so if there's not one thing you like, you're going to at least like one or two of something else. So.
Fantastic. And the bacon vodka, so does the bacon actually infuse the vodka like it kind of ferments?
Yes. 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 And like I said, that's made in-house. So everything coming down, from the food to the drinks, everything right here at Overtime that we make.
It really sets this place apart.
Yes, absolutely.
Excellent. Well, Cassandra, thank you very much for your expertise.
You're very, very welcome. My pleasure, guys. Thank you so much.
As any great neighborhood bar should, Overtime has some other diversions as well. In addition to the TVs, they have the Golden Tee video game, they've got darts, and a really excellent pool setup. You can see these tables are actually very sharp because they're serious about their pool here. They host several leagues. You also see their very proud display of trophies on the bar that these leagues have earned. And on Thursday nights, they have a fun offering, 8-ball or 9-ball games. Come one, come all. It's a $10 entry fee. They'd love to have you. It's a great place to play, and there are food and drink specials galore. This is Sean. Sean, pleasure to see you.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
And we understand you're a regular here at Overtime.
Yeah, sure. I've been coming here since it opened, actually. It's actually the best, cleanest bar in town, for sure. For the food's awesome. Obviously, the people are great. Sports are all the time. It's very cool. It's very cool. And a rule of thumb, obviously, if you check out the bathrooms, they're always clean. And that is key for the ladies. That's key for the patrons. That is really one of those things where sometimes sports bars are just kind of beat up, run down, that kind of thing, and that's really it. So it is really food first, kind of like bar second, and then we've got awesome pool. I'm an avid pool player, so it's been very cool.
Very nice. I must tell you, we are totally on the same wavelength, sir, because there are bars I've been to once, visited the ladies' room, and I've never gone back because it's that much of a dreadful, life-changing nightmare experience.
True. That is one of the key things that I think most people in the industry look at, too. The cleanliness of the bathrooms and just the overall cleanliness of everything. I mean, I don't know an owner that cleans his floor more times than Staffa. I mean, honest to God. And it is cool. And it is really great.
Yeah, very, very nice. Now, when it comes to food, any particular menu items that you're fond of?
Well, you know, it's funny that you say that because I'm also one of the providers, too, here. So all the fresh produce that comes to Overtime is from our company. So Premier Produce out of Franklin Park. He does everything local, too. So he really does the whole, you know, the vendors that come are usually like local guys. We're a local grown produce company, too. So we have a farm up north about 90 miles from Chicago that we grow all our own things that we bring down and to bring to him. So it is very good as a local produce company that we are.
So anything, even like the lettuce and tomatoes on the sandwiches, we're talking fresh, good stuff.
You're right, fresh, good things. We have a, it's called a hot house. That's in the business like a hoop house that we can grow things all year long. So we have the lettuces, the tomatoes, you know, and then in the summertime, they're actually, you know, sun grown and they're even better. So. And he digs it. And I really do think all the patrons, too, understand.
Sean, we thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Good luck with the pool there. All righty. Our city has had its share of sports tragedy, but we are blessed to have a rich sports market. I mean, really. There are some markets that really don't have any professional sports at all, or just a teeny bit. So in that regard, we are blessed. Baseball is a little tough because it divides our city. It's always been a source of heartbreak for me because it's very palpable, the tension between Sox and Cubs fans. But look at this nice example of rare baseball harmony. Here on the kitchen doors at Overtime, we've got the Cubs and Sox proudly and equally displayed. Honestly, if you think about it, when you look at bars across the city and suburbs, you rarely see this. So I choose to relish this moment of solidarity in Chicago baseball. Here we are joined by another expert member of their staff. This is Brian, who's been our sous chef this evening. Chef, what a pleasure it's been to have your food.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
We understand that you're also a key part of the bacon menu in developing that. So please tell us a little bit about the development of this amazing menu.
Well, the owner actually came up with the idea for a bacon menu, and he went to me and Renee, and he said, you know, you guys got about 2-3 weeks, come up with a bacon menu, appetizers, desserts, entrees, and Cassandra told you Ashley came up with all the drinks. So it basically started off like, what can we wrap in bacon? Pretty much we have the bacon wrapped mozzarella sticks, and pretty much too, all the ingredients that are on the menu we already had in-house, which is another challenge to not have to order more produce, more ingredients. So everything off the menu we actually already had. A lot of it's real good. A lot of it's, like I said, Renee and I, our ideas just off the top of our head, looking, messing around the kitchen, having a good time. And we came with a pretty good menu.
Yes, you did. It's really superb. And this is what good chefs do. You brainstorm, and certainly being resourceful with things you already have on hand. Absolutely excellent. So tonight, of course, we just enjoyed the roulade, as well as the chili mac and cheese and the fish tacos. They were all absolutely top-notch.
Good, thank you. I appreciate that. We really, you know, like for a bar, I've heard people say, you know, we've changed their view on bar food. Because a lot of it's frozen, but everything is fresh here. And like I said, for such a small place, small kitchen, and it really is good food. So.
It is, and good bar fare is great.
Right.
You know, we all appreciate, you know, good wings, good mozzarella sticks, good potato skins.
Right.
Sometimes it really hits the spot, but you really do bring it up here to a whole different level, which is really refreshing.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you.
So some of the favorite things you have, like if you had to pick one or two things on the menu that are extra dear to your heart.
The bacon menu or the regular menu?
Both.
Off the regular menu, I think the drunken chicken is my favorite. It's pulled chicken and a beer sauce with mozzarella cheese, and we hand fry onions, hand batter onions on top, and it's on a pretzel bun. Off the bacon menu, I like the roulades. Personally, as one of my recipes, I think the horseradish and the blue cheese, and it comes together real well. So there's my two favorite things.
Excellent. The roulade really such a special treat. Something you just don't see everywhere. The way it's the strips of the skirt steak with the bacon wrapped around it. And to know that that was this man's invention, I mean, that's nothing short of amazing, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, Chef Brian, we really appreciate your time and all your creations as well. We'll be back to have more of your handiwork.
Sounds good. I appreciate it. Thank you. Have a good night. Thank you.
This is Tana. Tana, you've been amazing.
Thank you so much.
Really
It's been great serving you all night.
Thank you. Isn't she great? Thank you so much. She puts up with us. She likes us. We like that.
I like them.
Now, please tell us about how long you've been here at Overtime.
I have actually only been here about a month, but I love it. It's so warm. Everybody's wonderful here. The food is amazing. The customers are amazing. I'm really enjoying myself.
Fantastic. You know what's so cool about that? It seems like she's been here forever, but that's a sign not only of a good manager, but how cool this place is. You can instantly be at home here,
Exactly.
staff and customers alike.
Exactly, it is. It's from the moment I walked in, I've been having fun. So that's what it's all about. I enjoy coming to work every day. Not many people can say that.
That's so true. I, in fact, had a pretty crummy day at work, but I feel much better now.
And I'm glad.
Overtime cured my blues. The place and the bacon.
Perfect. Come back anytime.
Now, in your opinion, what is it about Overtime that makes it such an inviting place for your customers?
I honestly think it's a combination of the people that are here, the people that work here, the menu. It's just very inviting. Everyone is here. They're having a good time. They're enjoying themselves. It doesn't get, a lot of places can tend to get chaotic and people get out of control. Everybody is just here having a good time and relaxed. You don't have to worry about anything. You can just have a nice time.
And that's very well put, because we all know how it is. You go to a bar to not worry. And we've all been to worry some places, haven't we?
We have, yes, we have.
And sometimes the sports bar element, unfortunately, can cross that line, and suddenly you have a lot to worry about with certain people or whatever. But here, it's completely not like that. It's like a wonderland in here.
It really is. It's fantastic. There have been, like I said, everybody's amazing. The food is amazing. I love it.
Any particular favorites on the menu? Now, I know it's all good. If you had to pick one or two things that are really special to you, what would they be?
I love the bacon wrapped jalapenos and the bacon chili mac. Those are my two favorites. I could eat them every day. I do eat them every day.
No wonder you are in love with your job. Very, very good. So we just had that chili mac thing. It was amazing.
It is.
I've never had anything like it.
No, neither have I. And the best part about it, it's a huge portion and it tastes just as good the next day, I found.
Isn't it amazing how sometimes the stuff tastes even better the next day? Like the flavors kind of gel and meld, and yeah, I'm much too obsessed with this, but it's true.
It's true. It is.
Well, it's been a pleasure. We thank you for everything and wish you and Overtime all the best in the future.
Thank you so much. It's been our pleasure.
All right, we just want to bid a fond farewell because we're like in love with you. I hope that's okay. Our head chef and sous chef, Renee and Brian, feeding us amazing food. Not just great chefs, but inventors. I mean, you folks concocted this stuff. Hats off to both of you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
We are wrapping up our visit here at the Overtime Bacon Bar, and what a magnificent time we had. Clearly, you can see the wonderful vibe in this place. Very comfortable and inviting. A perfect neighborhood sports bar type place where you can catch the game, play a game of pool, for example, or just kick back at the bar. Have a nice drink, listen to great music. So that's all excellent. But then you add to it the culinary aspect, which just takes this place to another level. They have a head chef and they have a sous chef. So this is not a typical sports bar by any means. It takes the food level up to a whole different notch, and it's restaurant quality. It's gourmet stuff, treats of a unique nature you can't find anywhere. This has been a visit to the Overtime Bacon Bar on East Roosevelt Road in Lombard. A very worthy trip up the avenue.